evil start, and I'm going to eat you up.
Why are you even here?
Actually, I don't know. What? No, we could talk about.
Then I'm gonna teach you how I animate part 2. Number 3. Frames per second. Now some of you are probably like, but Diane, didn't you already cover that frames per second thing on your last video? You must be stupid. Now the reason why I'm covering it again is because I changed my frames per second number to 12 frames per second to 14 frames per second for a much more nicer and smoother animation. Number 4. Shading. Now there are actually 2 ways of shading. Number 1 is actually by using an airbrush, and number 2 is just hand drawing. I'd recommend doing shading because it makes animations look a lot more cooler and more detailed. And that's about all of the general methods I use for animation. But if you really want to animate like me, here are some bonuses. To make your character/object bounce, you need to first draw a regular drawing. Then copy and paste the frame of your drawing and use a lasso tool to make the second frame of your drawing longer and thinner. Then paste the first frame again, and this time make the drawing shorter and smaller. Paste the first frame again and make it just like the second frame, but less longer and thinner. And finally, make the 5th and last frame the first frame, and then you got a smooth bouncing animation. And also make sure your ink size is 4%, because if you use something big like 15 or like 10%, then the shading's gonna look really weird. Also, when you use shading, you put the outline first and then use paint bucket so that you don't have to do the big shading with only the pen. Also, when you do lip syncing, you can also add the lip syncing mouth its own layer so that lip syncing it's much more easier. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. See you next time. Hey! Missed me!